Okay, people, do you see that? That's raccoon paw prints. Pretty blatant. You can tell. You can tell what that is, people. You can see it. It's not that hard to see. This is what I wake up to in the morning all the time. And if it was raining, it'd be 10 times worse right now. This is, what is it? April 20th, 2016 at 1:30 in the morning. Okay, people. This is April 20th, 2016. Now look at this rhubarb plant. Is it not just glaring at you? Like seriously, it's just eyeballing you as you're walking by. Okay? Saying, notice me! No, just take the time to notice me in all this madness around me. I'm actually a very important plant. I can provide substance. But nobody seems to notice that. So anyway, I'm just scooping up on some rhubarb here, people. Pinching some wild rhubarb. Okay, so we're back home. There's 3 different types of flowers in there. To some degree, I don't know if they're considered weeds or if they're flowers or what. I'm not a flower person, I told you that before. Here's the rhubarb, right? So I'm gonna put that in the ground and put some in a pot. There's a little plum tree. Took root. Can you see that? That's a little plum tree, people. Where is it? There we go, up the stalk. There it is. That's plum. Okay, you can talk.
Okay.
What are we doing?
We're going to cut off the rock.
You have to talk to the camera. They can't hear and talk loud.
You have to cover the... We're going to cover the rock.
We're going to cover up the rock?
Yep.
Say cover up.
Cover up.
What are we doing now? Are we putting it to what? We're going to put it to sleep.
Yep.
Because he's our pet rock.
Yep.
Right? And he doesn't cause any trouble.
Yep. I put the batteries in here.
Where did you get that from?
Outside.
No. You need to bring that to me, please.
Why?
I told you about batteries.
What?
You're not supposed to touch them.
You just
Anyway, people, we're putting this pet rock to sleep for a while. It's not going anywhere. If we let me finish. Now it's my turn. If we put a pond in for whatever strange reason, because my life is like the freaking Twilight Zone, we know where our pet rock is, and we can always go back and dig it up. Okay, but for now, we're gonna cover up the rock, and we're gonna put these poor things in the ground. I mean, obviously, they'll be fine for next year, not for this year, right? Tidy this up in here, and I think I'm gonna put the rhubarb, the wild rhubarb, the one that was glaring at me, in this corner right here. Because rhubarb kind of tends to like shade. If you notice, it thrives over there. And where I got it from was kind of shady. If you put it in direct sunlight, I'm not too sure. All I do know is, though, it doesn't like to be disturbed once it's in the ground. So once you put it in the ground, you kind of want to leave it there. Oops, sorry. Be back. Okay, people, I don't know what it is with these people, but they always got their fucking shit on fire over here. Do you, Andre? Whatever it is, okay, it's out of control. Okay? Call 911! Andre, stay there! Okay, this is an emergency. Emergency! Somebody in there? Get back home. Get back home. That thing is out of control. Can you call 911? Emergency! This thing's on fire, big time! Shit's gonna start booming! Stand back! Serious, stand back!
It's going to explode!
Yes, it is!
It's going to go over here?
Do you see this, people? That's where they had that house with the shooting.
We have to go to the fire department!
my gosh, she's right. Let's get up on the stairs.
We better call the fire department.
Well, no, we just want to stay away in case it explodes.
The fire department.
Do you see this, people? That house is gone. I see flames, man. I see freaking flames.
This is pretty bad.
Yep, this one's bad. My neighbor's house is gonna burn. Oh, I'm honest to God. My neighbor's house, Debbie.
Okay.
Where's Debbie?
Over there. Debbie's house is over there. Okay.
We need to tell Debbie.
Come on.
No, because this is getting out of, it's flying, it's big fire, Andre.
Okay, I see smoke going that way. Okay. I see a fire.
Things are exploding, people. Can you hear it?
I see a fire.
Yeah, I see the fire too.
Mikey, stay away from there. It's going to explode. That's Miss Mikey's going to go over there.
No, she's not.
Mikey, don't go over there.
Like, what kind of fucking neighbor do I live in? It's a big one.
I see a fire.
Do you see this, people? I'm on my doorstep, man. This is the house where they had the fucking shooting. And my landlady wants to raise the rent and kick me out.
Yeah! Oh, just
My neighbor's house is gonna catch on fire. And they're good people, man. Debbie's house can catch on fire. Like, where the fuck is the fire department?
They will be here any soon. Okay, that's it. I turn on the water.
Here they come. Here they come. Go to Debbie's! Go to Debbie's! If the gas lines catch on fire, people, we're fucked.
That's really a big fire. Okay, I turn on the water.
No, we're just gonna stay here, Andre, right now. This is our safest place. We don't need to be running around out in the road. All the looky-loos now start coming out. Now everybody fucking cares around here, right? Now everybody fucking cares around here.
Why that man's going over there?
You know? The neighborhood has to burn down before people start caring around here.
We can't live here anymore. Our house might explode too.
Well, the fire department are here. This is why we're gonna make these book bags for these people, please. Okay, we're gonna make some book bags for the children. Okay? So the fire department come across children that are burning in these houses because nobody cares. Nobody cares about the poverty that goes on in our communities. And this is exactly what happens. Neighbors, looky-loos. Are you videotaping me, videotaping the fire? Casting your stones from Quebec?
I can't watch. I think our house is going to explode.
Well, you know what? If the gas lines catch on fire, we're hooped. That's why we're not going anywhere near it. Because you're going to get boom after boom after boom, house after house after house.
All the houses?
That's what can happen if the fire gets into the gas line. Look at all these cars, everybody just rolling up, watching. Everybody coming out of the woodwork. Why don't they come out like that for the poor? Right? For the ones that are being pushed out of their houses. For the ones that are being fed methamphetamines and heroin and all this other crap to keep the system sustainable. Yeah, it sounds like they're spraying the water on it now, Andre.
The fire department?
Yeah. There, you can see the smoke change.
What?
There, you can see the smoke change.
To what?
The fire department is putting it out.
That's good.
So everybody walking up and down my street now. Oh, that's my son. There's my son. He just happens to come home. He just happens to come home at the time when the fire is going. That's Uncle Marcane. Hi, son. Welcome to the neighborhood. Fuck. Oh, sorry, kids. I said I told some members and friends I'd try and curb on my swearing here. Right? Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. That's been a problematic house for a very long time.
What's happening? Are we moving? Are we not?
I don't know. I'm going to court on Friday. I'm going to the Supreme Court on Friday. I'll let you know after then, okay? Okay, I love you. Okay. Oh, look at that. See the water? Let's go down here. Okay, get Nana's purse. Hold on, people. Okay, now we're going to go see. Andre, stay with Nana. We're going to be a looky-loo now, people. Now, if everybody was to step up to the plate and be community activists, right? We wouldn't have these kind of issues. Okay? Because you have to remember, the people that were living in that house were homeless people that had nowhere to go. Right? And then the city turned around and they flushed them out. Right? And I don't know what's been going on in there ever since. But it's been a real trouble. Okay? Yeah. We don't want to get too close. What we're going to do is we're going to go over this side. Come on, give me your hand. Where's their horses? We need the 50 horses. Yeah, look at the water hose, Andre. Yeah, look at that. Still burning. It was the RV. There, did you hear that? There was police
too.
Yeah. Well, the city needs to help with the housing. That's what it is. It's no housing. It's no housing. No proper assisted living. No proper rehabilitation programs for the people that are struggling with addiction.
Oh yeah.
Right? No proper mental health for the people that are suffering from depression, post-traumatic stress syndrome, anxiety disorders, panic attacks, OCD, you know? And when you look at the circumstances I'm going under and how I'm being treated by my landlord and by the city of Surrey, this is what you're going to get more of. Because that's a nervous breakdown right there. That's not the first time they've had a fire there. You know that, eh? They've had it there several times, just not a big one. And they're lucky that the gas lines didn't catch on fire. Now, because there's no children in that household, everybody's just going to walk away and perpetrate the problem, continue to mistreat the poor, continue to mistreat the homeless, continue to mistreat vulnerable families and their children, right?
It's the telehopper.
Well, maybe somebody was living in it. Maybe that's all they had to live in. No, somebody was inside.
It must have been gone.
No, that was a month ago. That was a month ago. right?
The fire's going to be out.
Look how many firemen are there.
I think that's a wall.
We're going to make them some book bags, people, for the children. Because sometimes children are involved in these things.
Yeah.
And the children are traumatized. And we show sympathy on the children, but we don't show sympathy on the adults.
Yeah.
Right?
The fire truck is over there.
Right. If there was any teens in there, we could give them some bling rings. Bling rings for teens.
The fire over there.
Mm-hmm.
Why are the cops over there, too?
Lots. Come on.
Somebody burn that thing.
My neighbor is so lucky. He's got a real lucky charm. Mr. Jingles, Mr. Jingles. I wonder if he realized he's a Mr. Jingles.
I told you really long.
So, there's another house gone. And in that one little 2-bedroom rancher, house 10 to 15, up to 20 vulnerable people that are on and off the streets of City of Surrey, while the City of Surrey is too busy laundering money from China to buy up all the properties, so you get more homeless people out here. Is that not true? Have you heard about that? All the money laundering going through the properties being bought at anywhere from $800,000 for little bungalows like that? Oh yeah, go listen to the BC Legislative House of Assemblies. People are ignorant to it. Kids are saying that's bad. The adults are just looking at me rolling their eyes. What does that tell you, right?
Down there too now.
But you see, the city doesn't pay for this because they don't pay for, fire department and police. Yeah, it comes out of the budget. I think police come out of the budget. That's the problem with the police. Federal government should be paying their wages and compensation packages and that type of stuff. I don't know about the fire department. I would think it's probably like district by district, funded by the province, where maybe 2% comes from the federal government. And at the end of the day, though, I'm lost for words, people. I just know that that's just one more house where, displaced 20 more people. It displaced 20 more people last year. And the city doesn't, they don't have to worry about the loss, because on that piece of property alone, with that shot up, burnt up little piece of property, they're gonna make $600,000 for that. Opening bid, $600,000. Who wants to pay $600,000 for that with a burnt out freaking garage? Well, that's what they're gonna sell it for. Let's be honest, the guy said yes. And if you got dirty money, we'll give you $800,000 for that.
Now a cop is over there.
Welcome to British Columbia, Canada. A little looky-loos. Cop just rolling his eyes, biting his fingernails. But it's true, people. It's true. That will sell between $600,000 to $800,000, as is. And because it's all burnt out, it's just an excuse to come down and bulldoze it over. And now that that one's gone, this one's going, this one's going, that one's going, that one over there is going. And that's what the city plays on. So when this stuff happens, they don't care. They don't care who it affects. They don't care if it affects the neighbors. They don't care if it affects the children. They don't care if it affects the service providers, because their help is to help the situation at hand when it comes to the high population of homeless people and disenfranchised families.
Oh my God. Right?
Tires burning. Where is it? I just seen it. I'm shaking. That's why the camera is shaking. I'm so angry. I'm so angry, people. That's why it's shaking. It's burning all underneath it. Oh, look at that. Spraying down the house just in case. That house is so lucky. We got Mr. Jingles on this block, though. Trust me. There's a Mr. Jingles out here. I ain't telling you who he is. But he's out here.
It looks like
I don't see Mr. Jingles now. Now it must be on fire too. Right, that's right.
That's because Mr. Jingles holds very ancient secrets. And he only comes out sometimes.
Fire truck.
Yeah. Well, I don't know why they don't put out that tire. Where is that? Can't see.
Again.
Oh, there he is. Now he's doing it.
Yeah, that's leaking right
I blame the city of Surrey for this, people, because you know what? This is a setup. This is another setup for people to fail. Because like I said, now that that little house is gone, that one's going. That one's going. That one's going. The one over next to it is going. And then on the other side of the street, those are going too.
No, it's our
And everybody that lives in these houses are all going to be displaced except for maybe one or two. The rest of them, like Mr. Lace, the city doesn't care where they go as long as they're gone.
No, is our house going too?
Eventually our house will go.
Is it going to go on fire like that thing on there?
No, it won't go on fire, but they'll just come in and turn it, bulldoze it over with a big dump truck and a backhoe.
What? But the house is on fire again. That's weird. That's weird. It stops and then it comes again.
Because it's inside the roof. That's why. It's inside.
Yeah, why is it? They should just go inside.
Where am I? I can't see. You know.
They really own the wood. Look, that's breaking too. Probably doing
So they're going to condemn that house now, eh? So whoever is living there, whether it's one person or 5 people, are instantly homeless. And considering, right, what's been going on with that piece of property and the vulnerability around it, you know, that's just 5 more people up to 10 that are homeless. And they probably don't have house insurance, so nobody's going to help them. And you don't see anybody rallying to house them in a hotel for a week. You know, everybody's just standing around, you know, looking and pointing fingers. Right? All down the street. And they're walking here and walking back. Right? Look, they're all over there. Right? All over there. Right? See? All over there. Okay, so Andre, you and I will come back later and look at it later. We got to go back and finish those plans. Okay? No, because Nana's just going to start hollering and screaming again. I'm mad.
Come on.
Right, this really bothers me.
Come on, Nana.
Okay, people, we got a fleet of fire trucks here. Okay, we got 7. We counted 7. I can't really see in the sun back there, but you can see where the cars are turning. All right, I think that's it right there. Anyway, there's 7. 1, 2, 3. Oh, there's 3 right there. 1 in the back. 4, 5, 6, and then there's another one down there. Yeah, well, there's lots of police cars today. Where's their horses? We need their 50 horses with the fleet of the fire department. Huh? Yeah, and here I'm thinking about giving away my water drums, people, and a drought is coming. Okay, people. Up by Andre's rabbit hutch here. I tell ya, you never know what's gonna happen in this neighborhood. Like, seriously, all I can think about is that's just more homeless people out on the street. I mean, it was bad enough, Andre, please. It was bad enough when the city cleared them out because they were having their little yard sale and all that other stuff, right? And I'm telling you, it was strictly, basically homeless people that were living in there. And the landlord was cutting some slack because, you know, some landlords out there actually do care and give the most vulnerable in our society in terms of, you know, mental health and addictions and no money and suffering from this and suffering from that, because just by the way I'm being treated, you know, they have their stories too, right? And not everybody has the same type of coping skills or, you know, the same type of life experiences or whatever it is, right? So initially 15 to 20 people went homeless when the city came in there and cleared it out. And then a few more trickled back in, you know, trying to eke out whatever they're doing in there. And, I mean, obviously they had a shooting in there a month ago or so, right? That's not the first time they've had a fire there, people. There's been small fires in there before, right? But this is the first time it's gotten out of control. You know, I mean, for all we know, it could have been propane cooking, right? Because maybe there's no electricity in that place, right? Because when you have no money, you can't pay for hydro. You can't pay for gas, right? But the bottom line is, those people that were in that place are out. And I doubt anyone is going to offer them, like I said, a hotel room for a week to try and just gather their head around what's happened. Well, the city of Surrey just sees it as, Andre, I'm smoking. Can you go over there, please, and just, I'm telling you, all it is just ching, 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 because that little piece of property, with this one selling at what it's worth, because this house, when I first moved in, Andre, please, when I first moved into this house, people, Andre,
Yeah?
please don't distract Nana. But I don't need you just bouncing around making a bunch of noise. When I first moved into this house, people, over there by Debbie's towards the field, there were houses. And they got tore down. And I went to City Hall because I wanted to turn that into a park, right? For the kids and the neighborhood. Community garden, petting zoo, get a couple horses, you know, therapeutic for the community, right? I mean, if I had $10 million, I'd buy that property, and that's what we would do. So anyway, I went off and I went to go price the little house that they just tore down. Something similar to that, something similar to this. You know, they're all the same, right? Anyway, the land was like $600,000, $700,000 or something stupid like that. And the house was quoted at $125,000. I bet you if I was to go to City Hall and quote a price on this house in terms of how they assess the property, the house itself is probably no more than $110,000, maybe $150,000. The structure of the house. The rest of it's just the property. From a city perspective on assessing, you know, for taxes. Andre, stop throwing things around.
Sister.
I know, but you're distracting me. Okay? So, now that that one house is gone, it's going to be like a domino effect. It might take a little while because we don't know who wants to sell or who doesn't want to sell. But if they don't want to sell, people, they're going to get harassed and they're going to get forced out of their homes, just like me. Only I have nothing to sell other than a dream in terms of a nonprofit, social housing and, you know, co-op housing and, you know, universal school meal programs and you know, and parks and, you know, and waterways and that kind of stuff, right? And what I talk about on the internet, which is, like I said, it's going to sell to the highest auction bidder now. City will probably take it over because they'll charge the owner for the fire department and for the police, when really it should be the federal government paying the police, right? And it should be the provincial government paying the fire department, right? So that the city can take what money it pays them and put it into the actual people that they're supposed to represent. Not just the rich coming in from freaking China and places like that with $1 million to buy a $100,000 piece of property. And then not care where the people go. So anyway, I don't want to rag on it. I almost want to go inside and upload this now because it's traumatized me, you know? Because I can see it. I live it, people. I'm experiencing it. I'm going through it right now. The only difference is they can't bamboozle me and put my face my nose right into the ground and rub it in there until it's all bleedy and bloody, right? So that I go off and die in some freaking corner somewhere. Because they didn't get me young with the methamphetamines. They didn't get me young with the heroin and the methadone and all this other stuff. I actually had people in those days when I was 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22 that protected me from that stuff. I never even knew what cocaine looked like until I was 25. And that was by some idiot. But nowadays, like I said, I want to leave Surrey once Andre gets to a certain age. Because just as we're being set up to fail here, just as those people are being set up to fail over there, and maybe some good landlord is being set up to fail over there, and some good businessman over there being set up to fail, right? So it's profit, 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 profit. As they poison the little kids in the community and then stand there and watch the chaos so they can be addicted to their fucking money. I'm not sticking around. I'm not sticking around. I don't want to live here forever. I just wanted to give Andre a little bit of time just to get his foot on the ground and gain some confidence in himself. And so that when he gets older, he could do the things that he grew up doing with me while I'm alive. And we're still going to get 50 horses for the cops. And we're going to put together those book bags before I leave. Because they're going to the kids one way or another. Whether they're going to the food bank, whether they're going to the fire department, whether there's a few left over to go to the police department. If that house would have been burning down and there was children in that house, Mr. Jingles could have went there, buy it through the foundation. And some of those public service workers, sector workers that actually deserve respect, okay? Because they do put their lives on the line. Could have gave those children those book bags that I'm putting together with my nonprofit so that I can alleviate some of the congestion in my house. As my landlady is, and landlord or whatever, whoever, I don't know who's doing this, is kicking me out into a wasteland that sells for $600,000 opening bid. And that's what you're gonna buy, right there. You just seen it. Okay, people, as you can see, it's getting hazy out here. Okay? It's that time of day. Everything's in shock. Kind of like in my life. There's those flowers. I don't know. I'm just cleaning up the mess here, people. That's what I'm doing. I'm just cleaning up the mess, okay? Putting things in the ground because they're dying. Even those little things that were laying up on there, I'm sticking them in the ground. They're not going to bloom this year, but they'll come up next year, right? So that's what I'm doing.